As we get ready for another winter storm, we're also remembering what happened 3 years ago today. A tornado outbreak unlike anything the mountains have ever seen killed 24 people across Kentucky and left several towns in ruins. Tonight, we bring you a story of hope. WYMT's Brandon Robinson talked to a family in Morgan County that proves time can heal some wounds.
Nearly 3 years ago, I was in West Liberty not even a week after the tornadoes hit. I saw the devastation firsthand, and I made almost like a forecast. I said, folks will build back stronger and better than ever. That's one forecast I was glad to see come true. Some folks might have given up after a massive tornado ravaged their town, but not the people in West Liberty and Morgan County. Not only did they quickly start to pick up the pieces, they did so just days after losing 6 of their neighbors. One of those people is Doris Shuck.
It was what I thought was just a regular Friday evening. Came home from work and started cleaning house. Of course, we'd had an eye on the weather all day because we knew the warnings were pretty severe.
When the tornado hit, Shuck was home alone. Her husband and her 10-year-old daughter had left to go visit friends. Her son was going to school at Morehead State University. She survived the tornado by taking shelter in her basement in her home overlooking the city of West Liberty.
I had time to walk from the basement door to the back of the basement where I took cover, and the windows started breaking out of our house.
Shuck watched her home fly apart around her, but miraculously, she wasn't hurt, not physically at least.
I could see a view of West Liberty that I hope to never see again. I had a straight view of total devastation that had gone through our little town. And of course, I feared the worst and thought there had probably been several deaths and injuries.
The Shucks have since built a new home and plan to move into it soon. Jim Gazay, the man in charge of rebuilding one of the largest businesses in town, Commercial Bank of West Liberty, says he thinks it's time for people to focus on the future, not dwell on the past.
I think the community itself, we're ready to move past the tornado. We're not so much interested in that anymore. We're interested more in about what we can become, not what we've been.
Something Doris Shuck agrees with.
I just feel like I have a lot to be thankful for and can see a lot of blessings that have come out of this.
Everyone we talked to here today had the same message. We're moving forward. We're going to succeed. We're going to thrive. And as a slogan on the Commercial Bank website, the same building they're rebuilding behind me says, we will not merely survive, we will succeed as never before. In Morgan County, Brandon Robinson, WYMT Mountain News.